All right, that sounds fine. I'll make sure to bring that home when I get off work. All right. All right. You ever notice when you're talking down the phone down the street, people don't look at you funny. It's normal. But when you talk to yourself walking down the street, people look at you, a little crazy. Go, all right. Well, I talk to myself a lot. I don't mean only in the privacy of my own home. I talk to myself while I'm walking down the street, while I'm in my office, or when I'm shopping. Thinking out loud helps me materialize what I'm thinking about. It helps me make sense of things. It also makes me look insane. Crazy people talk to themselves, right? Well, they are conversing with the voices inside their heads. If you're yammering on to nobody, everyone thinks you're basically a mental patient. Well, this is kind of wrong. Talking to yourself, it turns out, is actually a sign of genius. Who would have thought? In one study that I saw, Scientologists, the last name was Swigley and Lupin, um, hypothesized that talking to yourself was actually beneficial. And if you think about it, it obviously is true. You probably do it yourself. The smartest people on earth talk to themselves and look at their inner monologues, and great thinkers look at poetry, look at history. Albert Einstein apparently, used to repeat his sentences to himself softly. Is what sources said. Right? They actually did experiments, because they want to know to prove that, talking yourself, was basically, genius. You're not, mental. In one experiment, Swiggle and Lupe gave 20 people the same name of an object, like a loaf of bread or an apple, as they were told to find in the supermarket. During the first set of trials, the participants were bound in silence. The second set, they repeated the object's name out loud as they looked for it in the store. 10 subjects found that the object with greater ease when they spoke to themselves while searching, saying things out loud. It sparks their memory. It solidifies the end game and makes it basically tangible. But talking out loud to yourself helps you only when you know what you need. In this case, speaking the object's name out loud is helpful only when you are familiar with its appearance. According to Lupin, speaking to yourself isn't always helpful. If you don't really know what an object looks like, saying its name can have no effect or actually slow you down. If, on the other hand, you know that bananas are yellow and have a particular shape, by saying banana, you're activating these visual properties in the brain to help you find them. Okay? What helps me the most when I talk to myself is that I'm able to organize the countless wild thoughts running rampant through my brain. Hearing my issues vocalized calms my nerves. I'm being basically my own therapist at the moment. My outer voice, me, is helping inner brain help me through my problems and things like that. Right? Everyone knows the best way to solve a problem is to talk it out. Since it's your problem, why not do it to yourself? Basically, what they're saying to you. Okay. All right, making a list of goals, setting out to achieve them can be hard to do. It can be overwhelming. Talking to yourself through these goals is a much steadier way to achieve them. If you walk yourself through the process, each step, will seem less difficult and more conscious. And that's why, at times you will talk to yourself, and that's okay. Things will suddenly seem more doable, and you'll be less apprehensive about diving into the problem. You're not going to basically second guess yourself. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Out loud focuses your attention, reinforces the message. We speak out loud, controls your runaway emotions, and basically it screens out all the distractions. It put things in a more general perspective. It helps ground you. This is the bottom line. This is what needs to get done. Talking to yourself, means that you are basically you're self-reliant. Once again, I'm gonna bring up Albert Einstein, okay, who was big, we all know he was gifted and acquired early in his life the ability to exploit his talents. People who talk to themselves are highly proficient, and count on only themselves to figure out what they need. Okay, so once again, because you talk to yourself, it's not mean you're crazy or mental. According to experts who've done studies like this, you're a genius. You're welcome.